I've made it to Austin. I have no battery left, so this is going to be a short one, but I got a ride. I wasn't even hitchhiking. I was just walking up to that shopping center, and that guy stopped for me and said, hey, do you need a ride? I said, sure. I'm just going up to the shopping center. We got to talking. He said, I said, I'm going to Austin. He said, well, I can give you a ride to Austin if you need it. And I was like, well, I had other plans in this area first, but you know what? Fuck it. Let's go to Austin. So now I'm in Austin. This has caused a couple of problems because now I don't have any money, but he did buy me some food. So in a way I got to kind of treat this like I'm out in the desert or something, because I don't know if it's even possible to get money in here. There's so many other homeless people that the market's a little saturated, you know, for beggars. So I might just have to see what I came to see and then get the fuck out of here. Well, the phone's charged, and this is where I've been sitting. Just a little outlet right there. This is the library, and I guess it's time to get on the road. And by on the road, I mean, I don't know, I'm just gonna walk around a little bit, see what's up. I didn't really have a plan for what to do once I got to Austin. So I guess I'll just kind of walk around a little bit. I'm basically in downtown, I don't know, something like that. I know the river's right here, so I guess I'll go down there first and walk around there. Here's the river. Seems pretty nice. Austin seems, so far, very, very nice in terms of like public art and stuff, public infrastructure, etc., etc. But there is a large homeless population, and as a result, there's a lot of trash everywhere. So it's not very clean. But then at the same time, you know, it seems like they take care of the homeless people. And I haven't seen too much. I mean, I've only been here like a couple hours, but I haven't seen too much like I don't know, anything that really raises a red flag. Just kind of people chilling around, you know. So that's a pretty cool building right there. A lot of the skyline is pretty neat. Admittedly, I'm still not the most well-traveled. I don't spend that much time in cities or anything, but it's seems like a nice one. I guess for tonight I want to stay in this area, so wherever I go I need to be back here by dark. I mean, I don't even really want to be around here when it gets dark, but I've seen all the homeless people just kind of like setting up their camps wherever. I'm sure if I just keep this thing on, I'll find somebody. There's somebody right there, see? So that's what I mean, it's like, it kind of seems like the homeless people just set up wherever, right? Like if this guy set up right here, who's to say I couldn't set up right over here? I'm sure there are some sort of like boundaries where you will get kicked out, but I don't know what those boundaries might be. So that's that little area of Austin. Now I'm going to take this footbridge over to the other side, walk around over there a little bit. Looks like there's some more parks and stuff, and maybe if you go a little further south, then it's out of the city core, which I don't know if that's where I want to go, but I want to at least check it out. Yeah, this is a nice little park. Definitely seems like Austin's full of just neat little nooks and crannies. I'd love to come back sometime when I can actually explore comfortably and not have to worry about starving to death, you know. So for me right now, what I'm looking at is like this stuff. I think I might just come down here and at least chill for a minute, you know? Sit down here and see what, see if anybody comes down here to scare away the homeless or whatever. And if they don't, by the time sun sets, which it is doing very quickly, then I guess this is where I'm going to stay. This little guy does not seem to be scared of me at all. There's also a bunch of birds around here, but I think I'm probably not going to end up getting them on camera. What the hell kind of a noise is that? Some weird ass animals out here. Good morning. Yeah, I feel like they're in one of those situations where I'm just kind of like chilling. I don't really have any plans. I think I've said that already, but I don't really have any plans in Austin. So I kind of just wanted to get the vibe of the city and chill for a couple days because, you know, being on the road's kind of tough. And Austin definitely feels like a chill city, especially to be homeless in. I haven't seen a cop yet. I'm like right next to a park. Haven't been hassled once. I mean, I'm keeping myself. I'm not like bothering anybody, so they're not bothering me, which is how it should be. You know, yesterday I spent all day at the library just chilling. Get to charge my phone, get on the Wi-Fi, all that stuff. I do probably have a bit of a time limit because I don't think I can make money in Austin. You know, panhandling's just going to be like, I mean, maybe you could, but I feel like there's too many people doing it, and you know, you're not going to make much money doing that. Busking, I'm like not good at busking, so maybe if you're good, you could make some money here. But I need to go somewhere where I have more of a captive audience. Who, it's for me, busking is more like panhandling with a little extra, you know. So I need to go like out of the city, find like a shopping center somewhere. Like that's what I was gonna do 2 days ago, was go to a shopping center and try and busk there. Yeah, I think I have a bit of a time limit. I have some, you know, I still have plenty of food in my bag, so I guess the other thing I should talk about is the mail situation. So I talked a little bit about this in the last video, I think, or maybe it's 2 videos ago at this point. But I have money that is tied up in PayPal and in Cashapp that I can't get access to because I don't have the card. Both of them offer a like debit card of sorts, so I need to get my hands on that. But for that, I need to send it to an address where I can pick it up. So I've been told that perhaps you can do that at like a shelter, but I think I don't really want to stay in the same place. You know, mail usually takes like a week to 2 weeks to show up, so I don't want to stay in the same place for that long. I'd rather just keep moving. So what I've figured out is that I have some family in Arizona, a cousin who lives in Arizona, who I'm not close with, but my sister is, and she talked to them, and they're like, yeah, you can send some mail here. I'm headed that way anyway, so they live in Phoenix, in the Phoenix area. So what I'm going to try and do is get the mail sent to them, and then I'm going to get out there. I think I'm going to take a train. I mean, I feel like the western Texas and New Mexico, Arizona is going to be like really difficult to hitchhike in. Whereas I know there's trains that head out of San Antonio and go all the way to Los Angeles. So I think I'm going to try and do that. I think I'm going to go down to San Antonio, try and find the hop off that goes west, and try and catch a train and just hope for the best, I guess, you know. There's always a chance it could go very, very wrong. But, yeah, maybe if I get lucky, I'll meet somebody who is riding trains and they can show me the ropes. But if not, I think I might just have to go for it. All that said, I think I'm gonna chill for another day, maybe two, and then I'm gonna head south to San Antonio. So many different birds around here. If you get up early enough, well, you don't have to get up, they'll wake you up. But you can hear them all singing. Some of them are really weird. I don't know what that one is. That's the first time I've heard that specifically, but I think there's a lot of, like, I don't know, mockingbirds or, you know, those sort of mimicking birds around here. Alright, I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and head out today. I found a Dairy Queen I want to get to. It's about 9 miles away. I got this gift card which supposedly has $5 on it. Got that from AJ, who's that guy who gave me a ride earlier. So yeah, I'm going to start walking. I just kind of feel like I've got a lot of distance to make up. I got shit in my beard. Of course I do. I got a lot of distance to go, so I'm gonna, the sooner I get started the better, honestly. Goodbye, Austin. It's fun while it lasted. Alright. I got some food at the Dairy Queen, and now I'm looking to get out of here. I'm not super optimistic because there are a lot of homeless people around. So when there are a lot of homeless people around, people tend to get pretty jaded. On second thought, just looking at this on-ramp right here, that is not going to be possible to hitchhike on. That's not an on-ramp, that's just a lane change. Yeah, so unfortunately that's just kind of how this highway is. It's got the frontage road going next to it, and then there's just these little lane changes essentially going from the frontage road to the highway. So it looks like I can't really hitchhike on this highway. What I'm looking at is there's this HEB over here and Walmart and a bunch of other things. That's only 5 miles away. It's a little less crowded. Maybe there'll be less people on the road. And then, I don't know, maybe, hopefully, possibly, I can hitchhike from there. Alright, so I was just walking down the highway here, and I saw this river. I thought that looks like a lot of fun to explore. So, I gotta kind of make my way down this little cliff here. But I'll try and do that safely. And let's get some exploring done. Alright, there we are. I don't know what this is, but I saw another one that was up there. Some kind of weird, like, trail marker, maybe? I don't know. Some pretty cool graffiti right here. I'm pretty bad at reading graffiti, but I think it says G-R-A... I don't know if that's an N, maybe, or something. And then an S. There you go. It's just a whole freaking graffiti training grounds right here, apparently. I can see why. It's not like anyone would really come down there. I want to kind of look up this way. These rocks are kind of cool. I wonder why there's so many little cavities in them. Kind of bizarre. And if you come over here, you can see the river kind of comes down from here. We're just south of Austin still. There's another town down that way, not too far from here. I don't know, it was 5 miles away when I left, but I haven't gotten that far yet, so it's probably still another 3 or 4. Yeah, this I could see from above. This kelp or whatever, these plants right here. Kind of neat. Wow. It's really pretty. You know, I was trying to make some distance today, but I can definitely stop and make time for some sightseeing when it's just kind of cool stuff. I mean, just look at this. Just look at all these roots. They're covered in whatever this is, some pine needles. And the roots and the rocks all curling around and twisting, and this is pretty sick. Oh, look at that pearl right there. I guess usually I'm looking for mushrooms in these kind of woods, but I mean, I haven't seen any mushrooms really since I left Houston. I saw one thing, one interesting kind of mushroom. The rest were all same sort of like hairy hexagonia and woodier fungus. But I haven't seen anything in the last like week and a half. All these little, I don't know what kind of trees these are, but they got the roots that are dipping down into the water. I think that looks pretty neat. I'm pretty sure all the mushrooms just got like frozen out. They died off. I'm probably going to twist my ankle going through all this. Okay. That's a little annoying. The water is so deep right here. I could definitely just jump in. Oh, I'm so tempted. All this. That's kind of sick. Get a nice shot of that. Now, how do I get through here? If I wanted to go up there, the trail continues. I just have to be very, very careful. Phase 1. And then I think these rocks are pretty stable. Oh. Spoke way too soon. Oh. Nice. I guess it's a little dam of some sort. I don't know. Little water management program. Don't know exactly why you would build a dam here, but there it is. What if I just went in right here, right? It still gets pretty deep right there, but it's all like these smooth rocks, so it should be easy to get in and out. All right, you know what? I think I'm gonna give it a go. I think I'll dip in right there, and yeah, see how that goes. Well, I did it. That felt good. It was very cold. I thought it might be. I started, you know, once I got my torso under, I just started kind of like, but not too cold. Not so cold that I'm like regretting doing it, you know. Felt good. Now I just gotta sit here. I'm not gonna pan down much further than that. I just gotta sit here until I dry off, including my underwear, which is totally soaked. But yeah, that was fun. Here's where all the fishies are, I guess. Just little tiny guys, minnows or whatever. I'm back up by my bag. I'm just looking at this. I guess this is labeling this crack here. It's probably I don't know, because it says ATX RCC, Austin, Texas, RCC, something, RC Club, probably. Rock climbing club, but this isn't like a rock climbing route. This is just a very steep hill. So I don't know. I just sat down at the edge of the road for a little break, and what did I find? But a couple of puffballs. I'm gonna break this open, see if it's black on the inside. If it is, then I cannot eat it. Too bad. It is not at all edible. That's where I'm headed. So I was kind of thinking, you know, what if I just walked the whole way? I mean, it'd be a good story at least. It's a long way for sure. It would take a few days. But like, it's not that bad, honestly. So I guess I never said anything about it, but I've been in contact with a cousin of mine in Arizona. And so I was having all that issue with Cashapp and PayPal, right? So she agreed to let me send the PayPal and Cashapp debit cards to her, and then she will hold on to it until I get to Arizona. She's in the Phoenix area. So that has cemented my next destination as being Phoenix, Arizona. And that's why I want to get a train, because I think it's going to be very difficult to hitchhike through New Mexico and Arizona. It's probably possible, and it might not even be as bad as I think. I might try it on the way back. But I think it's going to be actually easier to catch a train. Alright, I just basically burned a day for the sake of my feet. They were starting to feel a little strained, so sometimes it's good to just take a little break. Good news is, I talked about how I ordered the debit cards for PayPal and Cashapp, and when I did that, PayPal gave me a debit card number and all the information so that I could use it while I still don't have the card. I didn't know that was how that worked, but so I took that information and put it into the McDonald's app, and now I can actually pay for food using my PayPal balance. So I've been enjoying that quite a lot. Alright, getting back on the road then. So I did some math, and I figured that the TA truck stop by New Braunfels is it's like 29 miles away. So if I can make about 9 miles a day at least, then I'll get there in 3 days, which I think should be possible. I'll give you a little perspective about how far I'm actually walking here. You can see this little road here, that overpass. I believe that's where I came from, and that is all the way back out there. And now you can see out that way. Whoop. I'm pretty sure even as far as you can see out that way is only like 4 miles or something like that. So I got a lot of walking to do. Alright, and I'm pretty sure that that sign right there is one of the things I could see from back where I filmed that other clip. So that means I've gone about that far. I looked at the map a little bit ago, and I think I've got about 3 miles left, something like that. Should be pretty much entering what was it called? Somebody's name. It's like Kevin, Texas or something. Kyle, that's what it was. Yeah, so I'm entering Kyle, Texas right about now. Obviously not there quite yet, but probably that bridge up there is like one of the main highway exits. So making some progress. All right, well, it's about 3 miles left to go. Just checked on the map. Yeah, you know, it's not that bad. It's only like 3:30 right now, so theoretically I could even just take my time and like take a break every mile or so, just take it easy, and I'd still make the distance on time. Or I could really hustle and I could make like 10 to 15 miles today. You know, but unless I'm doing actually like 15 miles a day right now, I'm not going to get to my destination any faster. So I'm okay with taking it a little slower and getting there like a day late or whatever. That Dairy Queen right there was my measuring stick. That is the minimum distance I wanted to cover today, so that's good. I did take a pretty lengthy break at a Wendy's earlier, so that's why the sun's a little lower than it was. But from here I want to try and get like, I don't know, somewhere about a mile further down the road where I can camp out. Well, I didn't really think there's going to be a prison right here. It says correctional center. I don't know if that's the same as prison, but yeah, I might want to make sure I'm pretty far away from here when I settle down. Well, I couldn't find like a good spot to hunker down, but there's all this, I mean, you really can't see anything. Maybe I can put a filter on it or something, but there's this gravel pile here. The road that's right over this way is a one-way road, and they're only going out that way, so they can't see me until they get past. They could maybe see me in the rear view, and then people on the highway, I mean, they're not gonna be able to see me either, you know. So it's kind of a weird compromise where I'm gonna be pretty exposed, but not to anybody who's gonna be able to do anything about it, you know. I think mostly people are not gonna care, even if someone sees me in their rear view, you know. All right, well, my phone died last night, so I didn't film anything this morning, but I was going to, I kept walking, started walking this morning, and pretty quickly actually, somebody stopped and gave me a ride, which is great. It's weird that keeps happening, because I feel like it almost has never happened to me before. I guess that doesn't really mean much, but like, yeah, I never expect people to stop of their own volition. I was just walking along the side of the road and this guy stopped, and you know, he was great. He gave me a ride all the way down to New Braunfels. I'm at the TA truck stop here now, and now what I need to do is I need to get a shower, and I need to get enough money to wash my clothes, because it's pretty dire right now. I am filthy dirty. And if you see my pants a little bit, you can see like just all kinds of dirt and stuff, and that's just what you can see. I guess I've decided I'm going to McDonald's first. I just don't, you know, as usual, busking and panhandling and doing all that kind of stuff is a little annoying. This little area behind the truck stop is pretty nice though. Definitely gonna camp out here tonight. Hopefully after I've been able to get my laundry and my shower, but you know, we'll see how that works out. So I spent today kind of like pretending to busk, I guess. I walked down from the truck stop over to this little commercial shopping center over here, and I went to the McDonald's. I sat down, charged my phone, did all that, finally got up, and I started to go over to some place where I could busk, and I just decided, like, I'm so nervous to do it. Why don't I just like take some different steps first? Why don't I just ease my way into it? So what I did was I went and I sat down in front of Target, and I just started practicing my harmonica. I didn't play a whole song. I didn't put my hat out. I didn't have a sign. So people weren't like, nobody stopped, nobody gave me any money. I don't think people registered that I was busking, or they might have been confused or something. But all I wanted to do was take the pressure off a little bit, but still be out in that sort of situation in front of people playing my music. So I did that, then I moved. I did it a couple different places, and then as I was walking back to McDonald's, I thought I'd get something to bring back with me to the TA. I ran into another traveler. He was just sitting with a sign at the exit to a parking lot, and I started talking to him, and so basically he is with another girl, and they have a van that they are going around in, and he said they might be leaving for San Antonio today. But I mean, we hung out and talked a little bit. Eventually I said, okay, well, I'm gonna go back up to the truck stop, and if you guys do leave today, I told them where I'm at, and they're gonna come get me. So potentially I'm gonna get a ride to San Antonio. It's a little unfortunate because I haven't been able to get a shower or wash my clothes. So but if I can get a ride into San Antonio, where I'm trying to get to, and I can get over to Phoenix, then I can wash my clothes over at my cousin's house. And I guess that's just as good. It just means probably another few days to a week of being filthy. So that's where it's going to be left off for today. Definitely tune in for the next video. The next one is a real banger. All this train stuff has been a lot of fun, and I can't wait to show you.